Welcome to our second episode of Port Talk Hong Kong edition. You might wonder what the Port of Hamburg marketing representative is doing in Asia. Basically, we stay in touch with stakeholders in the region, like sister ports, members of Port of Hamburg marketing, local government and industry associations, shipping lines and shippers, to just name a few. Well, before COVID, we took care of delegation visits, trade fairs and exhibitions, and also to mention Port of Hamburg Evening, which has become like an institution here in Hong Kong. To be able to organize all this, we need a local network. And one of our most important partners is the German Consul General.
Port Talk by Port of Hamburg.
Dieter, when you arrived in Hong Kong in 2017, you shared with me your passion about the maritime industry and, of course, of Port of Hamburg. What is your relation to Hamburg?
Well, I have a very special relation to Hamburg. First of all, moin nach Hamburg. And I have good friends there. I visit them every year. And every year it's a traditional part of my visit to go to the Hamburg port to make the Hafen-Rundfahrt. Although I already know it, the Hafen, anyway, I go there every year. The Port of Hamburg is in the center of the city, and you really feel that people consider it as a part of their daily life, and this is why it's so nice.
Yes, we have a saying in Hamburg, it's kind of Hamburg is port and port is Hamburg.
Exactly.
So in general, what fascinates you about shipping and what were your highlights during the post?
Well, although there is not a Hafen-Rundfahrt, the Hong Kong port is also playing a very vital role here in Hong Kong. I remember very well when we visited the OOCL, Germany at that time, biggest container ship. And it was really a very, very nice experience to see that. Hamburg is very present here in Hong Kong. Every November, one day in November, we have the Hamburg Day with a Hamburg delegation coming from Hamburg port. And this, of course, marks the importance and the bridge between the two ports. Both cities are living with their port and because of their port. And this is why it is so important that you are here. And it is why the bridge between the Port of Hamburg and Hong Kong is very visible. I also worked on museum cooperations between Hong Kong and Germany. Because I also think that on the cultural field, it's not only containers going to Hamburg and from Hamburg, but it's also culture. And I would love to see a cooperation between the very nice Maritime Museum here in Hong Kong and the fabulous Maritime Museum in Hamburg. So probably we could continue in making a museum cooperation possible.
How important is Hong Kong as a trading center and a maritime hub for Germany?
Well, you see, we are in Germany is one of the biggest trading partners for Hong Kong. And the freight has to arrive here. So this is already very clear. If we are one of the biggest trading partners, we need a port. We need our goods to be arriving here in Hong Kong. And that's why the port is so important. The bridge between Hong Kong and Germany is not only trade. We had a lot of delegations coming before COVID. Yeah, this city received a lot of politicians from Germany, but also cultural people. And we have in Germany, here in Hong Kong, we have a lot of German cultural activities, a lot of trade activities, of course, science activities. We have more than 50 professors at the universities here in Hong Kong.
Since you've been here, you were very active, and I think you made so many things. I met Germans I haven't met before. You came from all areas, so it was just great. So talking about that, very sad that you are leaving Hong Kong, your term comes to an end. And thinking about your time here, what were your highlights and what will you miss?
Well, after 4 years, it's time to go. I have been living in 4 different realities concerning Hong Kong. When I arrived in August 2017, Hong Kong was the place to be. The cultural hub, everything, business, finance. In the year 2019, the second reality began with the demonstrations and also with the violence, which changed the picture of the city completely. Then we had COVID, which we are still not overcome yet. And then we had this national security law since the 1st of July last year. So these are the four realities. And which place do you find four realities in 4 years? So this shows already how intensive the time was.
I think everybody in Hong Kong will remember this wonderful times and what you opened up to everyone. It was just very, very nice. So can you tell us what's next?
Okay, yes, I can. We will be moving to Saudi Arabia, where I'm going to be ambassador to Riyadh. It's pretty sure that I'm going to miss Hong Kong a lot. I'm going to miss the water, the landscape, and particularly the people and the persons.
Definitely, we will miss you a lot. That's what I can say.
Thank you,
Dieter. Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming here.
And pleasure. Thank you. Yep.
And thank you to Modern Terminals for having us here.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Dear Dieter, in Hamburg sagt man Tschüss, and so do we. Here are a few voices of people who want to say goodbye, and I'm sure the list is much longer than those who are speaking now.
Dear Consul General Dieter Lamlé, we as Port of Hamburg would like to sincerely thank you for the time and cooperation during the last couple of years in Hong Kong. It is extremely important for us as the largest seaport of Germany to have a good cooperation in all the areas where the Port of Hamburg is active. And especially in Hong Kong, we had a very fruitful cooperation together with you. And we really thank you for this and wish you all the best for the future.
Dear Mr. Lamlé, I heard you'll be leaving Hong Kong for another important assignment in the near future. Coming from the shipping industry, I want you to know that we are very lucky to have you representing Germany in Hong Kong, as both Hong Kong and Germany are important maritime hubs for Asia and Europe. You understand our industry, care about it, and have always been supportive whenever support is needed. You'll be very much missed when you leave, and please keep us in mind wherever you go. On a more personal note, I want to thank you for supporting and promoting classical music in Hong Kong, especially during Beethoven's 250th anniversary. Even though the pandemic held us back, your wisdom and inspirations will keep us going. We hope to premiere a musical work inspired by your ideas and thoughts, and hope you will be able to join when it happens. Taking this opportunity, I want to wish you and your family all the best. Do come back soon and come back often. We'll make sure you won't be quarantined.
Dear Dieter, representing the shipping industry, we shall dearly miss you and Eureka after you depart Hong Kong for Riyadh. We've had so many wonderful get-togethers and conversations. Among our very earliest conversations, we turned upon the possibility for Hong Kong and Hamburg, two very important and well-established maritime ports, one in the center of Europe, the other in Asia, to work more closely together on business matters, but also to strengthen our cultural ties. Indeed, there are so many things that make our cities, our two ports, very similar to one another. The fact that we are located in the center of global metropolis, being important financial as well as shipping centers, the fact that we're also constrained by space. Therefore, I think Hong Kong and Hamburg really have a lot to learn together. I hope your successor, you'll be as supportive of the maritime industry as you have been. We shall miss you. I wish you all the best in Riyadh, and I hope to see you and Eureka again very soon. All the best.
You really opened up many new windows for many people in this community, be it the Berlin sort of festival in the city, or indeed the many German Unity Days, which always brought together a wide spectrum of the community and indeed showed your many, many contacts and your many interests, both of yours, because you, Ulrike, have also set extremely high standards when it comes to compassion, when it comes to helping your your next door neighbor just as much as the needy child in all those countries where you performed your operations. And Dieter, no doubt your era has been one of the most historic and, may I say, most turbulent ones in Hong Kong. You're leaving now for new shores, and we wish you all the very best in your new doings. You're leaving Hong Kong as a friend, leaving behind a true impact. Thank you both for being those wonderful individuals you are.